95 million years ago, Argentina was a volcanic and mountainous place. Its climate was generally tropical and the numerous plains were broken up by lush river valleys. This was a unique place. A place home to the biggest dinosaurs of all, the sauropods. Every year, hundreds of Argentinosaurus travel here to lay their eggs. These colossal beasts are the largest animals to ever walk the planet. In this program, we discover the life of giant herbivores, and the monsters that hunted them. Throughout the age of the dinosaurs, the climate was much warmer than it is today. But during the mid-Cretaceous, the Earth was exceptionally hot. The warm climate meant plants produced high amounts of oxygen and nutrients. This helped support the giant sauropods of this time. Although not every dinosaur in Argentina was a giant. A year-round resident of these forests are the Iguana Dance. Their kind are very successful, as they can eat low-growing shrubs, or rear up into the trees. This makes them highly adaptable to change, and they will only die out when their more specialized descendants evolve. The dense foliage near the river sometimes causes dinosaurs to become separated from each other. And here, being lost can be deadly. This herd of iguanodonts heads down to the river to drink. But today, the normal sounds of birds and distant sauropods are joined by the panicked calls of a fellow herd member. The herd senses danger and moves away from the river. Upstream, it becomes apparent that the distressed iguanodont didn't survive. The attacker is a Mapasaurus, a 14-meter giant specifically evolved to hunt and kill giant sauropods. These two Mapasaurus are mates. The female is almost ready to lay her eggs. However, they aren't the only killers here. Every year when the Argentinosaurus arrive, dozens of Mapasaurus gather here to hunt them. Despite being even bigger than Tyrannosaurus, they still need to work together to kill a sauropod. While they wait for enough individuals to be willing to hunt the Argentinosaurus, the Mapasaurus hunt the Iguanodonts. These two are stalking the already nervous Iguanodont herd. Despite having a much lower intelligence than modern predators, they still know that working together increases their chances of success. Being so large, the Mapasaurus are unable to run fast for long. They must close as much distance as possible between them and their prey. The Iguanodonts are oblivious to the danger. The Mapasaurus's patience has paid off. The giant killers are now only several meters away. Finally, they charge. In seconds, the panic spreads through the herd. The first Mapasaurus has killed an Iguanodont, but the second one is now launching his attack. The attacks of these large killers are not planned in any way. They simply attack at the same time. After they leave their meals, the carcasses become food for the scavengers. The plains are now completely filled with sauropods. Such massive creatures need immense quantities of food to survive. One of the keys to sauropod success is how they eat. They don't waste time chewing, they simply rip leaves off trees and swallow them whole. The vegetation then spends the next several days being digested. All sauropods have small heads and brains relative to their body size. This means that they do not give parental care of any kind. After laying their eggs, they will abandon them to their fate. Three weeks have passed. By now, the female Mapasaurus is beginning to tire of her mate. The male knows better than to stay. Another week goes by. Finally, the Mapasaurus are ready to hunt the Argentinosaurus. A few individuals have been roaming around the edge of the herd for hours. But now, the group is ready to attack. A hunt such as this is no simple task. The Mapasaurus must break up the herd, and isolate an individual. The injured sauropod retreats as fast as it can. The Mapasaurus will follow the herd until the wounded animal dies from infection. However, not every predator survived. The female Mapasaurus, exhausted from the hunt and her pregnancy, feeds on her fallen comrade. 7 months have passed. The plains are now empty of sauropods. However, in the forests, new life has emerged. The female Mapasaurus successfully raised her offspring. They are now patrolling the forest in a small group. Over the next several thousand years, the Mapasaurs will continue to hunt the sauropods, until newer, more advanced predators evolve to replace them.